Get on in here. Come on in and join me. I have my cup of tea. It's my little bitty fish cup. And it's really hot. And our neighbors are target shooting. Yep, they're having a good time shooting their big guns. But hey, feel safe. Neighbors have guns. It's a good thing. So get on in here. We got tea, and let me tell you, while everybody's getting in here, there's Melissa. Purple Rag BOGO ends tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. So get it while you can, because this will not be a BOGO again until probably next year sometime. So get your Purple Rag BOGO. You put one set in your cart, and we'll send you another one for free. Another set for free. Also, it's the first day of September. Get your calendars. We give you a 5-month grace period, but everybody likes to start a fresh new calendar with a new school year. This is always fun. So get your calendars ordered, and let's take a little sip of tea. It's lovely. Lovely. So come on in. We haven't drawn our little topic yet. I've got some right here that we're going to pull one out of our little wise old owl. Hey, brother. How you doing, Jay? Y'all still at that convention this weekend? They've been selling socks like crazy. So here we go. I'm going to pull one out. I have one right here. We'll get a bunch of people in here, and then I'll start talking about what's on my little slip of paper. You know, Patty and I brainstormed 13 pages of topics. 13 pages, and I cut them into little pieces like this and folded them up, and they were too many for my teapot. There's Donna. So here we go. Let's see what we got here. I know it's Sunday. Not everybody's going to get in here. Y'all got things to do, because there is a nap in my future. Growth. Not living in the same old rut day after day. Expanding our lives. I'm guilty of this. Yep. We get so stuck in our ruts. So stuck in our ruts. And you know, if you're not learning, if you're not growing, you're standing still. And what good is standing still? I want to learn something new every day. You know, this past week I learned from Leanne that you don't use cruise control when it's raining. Imagine that. I'm 63 years old and I didn't know that. I passed it along to my son Justin, who passed it along to my grandson Ethan. So you see, learning something new for you can bless generations behind you. So not using cruise control in rain, I had no idea. Justin said, "Mom, did you have a wreck? Did you mess up the car?" I said, "No, I learned it from Leanne." So I learned it from her. So that taught me not to use cruise control in the rain. So I passed it on to Justin, and I passed it on to Ethan. So learning something new every day. And I have never learned a foreign language. Ever. Never been exposed to any kind of foreign language. And I decided this week I wanted to learn a foreign language. I wanted to expand my brain. This is so weird that this come up right now. Expanding my brain. So there is a Christian musical group that I just love. I mean, I've got all their albums on my iPod, and I love their music. And they have a song that they sing in Swahili, of all things. And I love this song, but I don't know the words. Don't know what they are. So, I got a little app on my phone called Duolingo. Duolingo. Lingo. And Patty and I are learning Swahili. Now, Patty and I have always teamed up as buddies when it came to learning something. So yesterday, she sent me a little phrase in Swahili that said, "How is my sister today?" And I had to look it up. But we're learning together. When you can learn something with somebody else, yeah, it's free. When you can learn something with somebody else, it's so much fun. So when we were little, and if you don't have this for your kid, Swahili, yep. When we were little, our dad used to sell encyclopedias, and he got us. And if you don't have these for your children or your grandchildren, get on eBay and find a set, because they don't go out of style. I promise you they don't. But we had a set of Childcraft encyclopedia. It's just Childcraft. I think it was made by World Book. And every day we would open up to a page and we would learn things. We were sick with the mumps one time and in the bed for a week, or chicken pox or something. I can't remember what we were sick with. But we taught ourselves sign language, you know? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Anyway, I almost remember it all. I still remember that when we were 6 and 7 years old. So funny. It's just, we learned that together. We're learning Swahili together. There's a church that I follow in Tanzania, and one day I'll be able to understand what their bishop is saying and what his wife is saying. I listened to their church service this morning. I guess I'm just trying to learn through osmosis. But they did speak some in English because they stream their services live. And it was just absolutely, they were praying. This church, this small little church in Tanzania, was praying for those of us in the United States. They were praying for the families of those that were injured in that traffic stop and killed in Odessa, Texas. They were praying for those of us in harm's way of the hurricane. And here's what we've got to do, everybody. We can pray too that this hurricane will miss the United States, that it will make a right turn and go off into the Atlantic, into cooler water, and just fizzle and die. And we can pray for this in Jesus' name right now, this minute, that this hurricane is going to miss all of us. And know it in Jesus' name that it is going to not hurt anybody. Right now, it's hammering the Bahamas. So, and it's practically at a standstill. And when it is not moving, that means it's gaining energy. And it can swivel on its little axis. And it can make a turn. It can make a U-turn practically. So we're praying that God's finger will touch this hurricane and just move it up into the Atlantic, away from everybody. Away from everybody. Because all of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, All of it. It looks like it's going to follow the coast, but if we can shun it off to the east and into the cold waters of the North Atlantic, by golly, we can do that. We are a praying group of women and men, and we can keep this hurricane from hurting people. Yes, we can. So I'm trying to learn something new, and I'm just so thankful that I found this on the internet. That here I just Googled Swahili churches. I wanted to hear what the language sounded like. And it was just, I could make out some words, and I've only been doing it 2 days. Our brains are powerful things. We can learn new things. We are not old dogs that can't learn. We can learn a new thing. We just have to commit to it. 3 days ago, I committed to not eating salt. Cold turkey, no salt. Last night I did put a little bit of salt. I took the tines of my fork and dipped it into the salt dish. I hadn't eaten off the fork yet, so don't y'all fuss on me. But I had some butter on my plate, and I just mixed the little tines of my fork, just a little bit, into the butter. And that was just enough for my corn on the cob. That we had a wonderful dinner at Leanne's. I got to expose Leanne and Mark to my baked beans, my heart attack baked beans. I think they were a hit. But Mark's corn was a hit. The hamburgers were a hit. It was absolutely a beautiful dinner. And then Leanne and I beat the guys at cornhole. Yep. We beat the guys at cornhole. They didn't know I could pitch a beanbag like that. I looked at Mark and I said, I'm a fly fisherman. I know how to do this stuff. So folks, let's learn something. It's my first time to play cornhole, and it wasn't beginner's luck. Robert kept saying it was beginner's luck. Nope, I can cast a fly rod. I know how to put something where I want it to go. If I'd been using a fly rod, I'd have got the fly right in the hole. I'd have just dropped it right in there. So we'll have to play that game again. And then Leanne and I got to talking about tea in front of the guys, and I was informed later that we shouldn't talk business. We weren't really talking business. We were talking tea because y'all love tea. Y'all love tea, and we're going to find us some tea. We're going to have tea time. So everybody, let's lift our cups. Let's say a prayer to the good Lord above to keep this hurricane away from everybody that we love and care about, and that's you. And let's drink up. Oh, wow. That was so good. So everybody, it's the first day of a month. First day of the month. It's September. Our new habit for the month. We're learning something new. Here we go. We're getting out of our little ruts. We're going to expand our horizons. We're going to learn something new. Learn something new. And that's something new we're going to practice this month. We're not just learning it. We are incorporating it into our lives. It's our launch pad. It's establishing a before bed routine, which part of that is placing items on your launch pad. So that when you walk out the door, you can grab your bag, your purse, your keys, your dress shoes, because you really need to be in your, I think you need to be in your lace-up shoes until you get to work. That's my personal thought on it, because you never know if you're going to have to change a tire or have to run down the street to catch something, a kid or something. You just don't know. So staying in lace-up tennis shoes really gets your day going. It tells your head it's time to do something. So get dressed in lace-up shoes, pack your dress shoes in your to-go bag for work, and there you're ready to go. If you're really smart, you'll keep an extra set at work underneath your desk, a set of shoes that you can wear at work in case you forget to bring your shoes. Always have a little backup plan. And, let's have this before bed routine. Leanne has a launch pad for me at her house. Because I'm always coming in with a bag full of stuff. And sure enough, she had that pie plate I told you we didn't want back. She gave it back to us. We had 2 other containers that had food in them. And my little spiralator that made I got Leanne one, so she gave me back my old one. But you see, she had me a launch pad, so when we walk out the front door, we're good to go. We're ready to go. We just put everything in our little purple bag and headed out the door. I love it. I got a launch pad at somebody else's house. How cool is that? Well, if you can't wear them at work, you can wear them to work and change them in the car. So no excuses, folks. We're not going to whine. We're no excuses. You change your shoes. You change your shoes. Yep, lace-up shoes and there's some good-looking lace-up shoes now. There's some good-looking lace-up shoes that you can wear that you're gonna keep on your feet. I don't, you can wear shoes till you get to the parking lot. No whining. And I call whining when I see it. So, folks, let's drink to putting our shoes on. Let's drink to a brand new routine for this month is establishing our before bed routine. And that includes putting a launch pad, setting up your launch pad, and getting your lunches made the night before. Put them in the refrigerator. Don't leave them sitting out all night. But you can get a lot of stuff done before you go to bed. You can. You really can. I have only bought comfortable shoes my whole life. If they don't fit, I bless someone else with them. I just bless someone else with them. So, Leanne, you know those shoes I gave you that didn't fit you, but I might take them back because my foot's getting skinny and they might fit now. So, I may be an Indian giver. Anyway, here's to putting our shoes on. Let's practice our habit of our before bed routine, establishing our launch pad. And let's make the most of this month. August was amazing. Y'all got laundry done. Keep the laundry going because it's going to help you as school starts. When you do a load of laundry, put whole outfits together and with kids' clothes, you can just roll them up into a little bundle. And it's so cute. Everything they need because they take it off as one thing. Why we want to sort it into different piles, I don't know. But put it back together as one outfit. Do the same for yourself. Do it for yourself. You're going to love it. So here's to taking care of you, doing this launch pad, establishing your before bed routine, one habit at a time. And you can do it. You can do it. I love you all. I think there's a nap in my future. They've quit shooting that gun and the little dog's in the house. Well, Amber, if you don't wear shoes in your house, get you a pair of shoes that you only wear in your house. And it's no whining at all. If you don't want to follow this advice, then you probably need to find somebody else to follow. Because this system works. Everybody on here will tell you that. Get you a pair of shoes that you only wear in your house. Now, you can still require everybody else to take their shoes off at the door, but you need to have your lace-up shoes on. Because if you're in the kitchen working without shoes on, you're going to drop a glass, you're going to drop a knife, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to get hurt and you're going to be laid up. So put your shoes on. Put your shoes on. Put your shoes on. It's going to protect your feet. It's going to keep you from getting plantar fasciitis. Put your shoes on and stop whining about we don't wear shoes in our house. You do now or you're not going to follow us. That's just how it is. Get you a pair of shoes that you only wear in the house. That way, if you have to run out the door to catch a baby running to the street, you can. You can do this. Well, I love you all. I've been on my soapbox for a while. You can do it. Prove me wrong. Just prove me wrong. That's all I ask. Just prove me wrong. And those of you who are in harm's way, get prepared. That means my brother-in-law too. Y'all can get a lot of rain really fast in these storms, and if they slow down, they dump tons of rain. But this is going out into the Atlantic Ocean toward cold water, and it's going to die. They're shooting the gun again. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We're going to bless our home 2 minutes at a time. We're going to do it lickety-split tomorrow because it's a holiday. Can y'all hear the gun? Oh my. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you later. Bye.